class. My name's Daniel Ishu. Today I'm going to prepare a speech for you all about the strangest day in my life. Now this day begins the prior night. My best friend and I, Russell, were having a conversation over the phone regarding what beach we wanted to go to. We were throwing out names like Huntington, Corona Del Mar, Newport, but we couldn't really come to a decision. So we decided, let's go to an awesome spot called Crescent Bay. It's extremely unpopulated. The area is wonderful. Perfect California surf spot. So we decided, okay, we're going to Crescent Bay. So the following morning, I call him up, he tells me to head over, I'm heading over. He's about a 5-minute drive, it's not too big of a deal. As I arrive, we're packing up all our gear, getting our boards in our bags, getting all the food ready, having our typical Duke conversations about girls, video games, sports. I think you know how those all go, as far as the details go. I'm not sure you want to hear them, but anyways, that's what we're doing. So we get all our stuff ready, we head out for the drive. Now, Crescent Bay is about a 30 to 35-minute drive from where we are. So it's not too bad, but it can be a little bit trafficy. Anyways, as we arrive there, this area, if I can try to paint a picture for you, is amazing. It's located on the edge of Laguna. It's littered with palm trees, beautiful 4-story homes. It's an upper-class neighborhood that I think is a perfect California tourism spot. It's the stuff you'll see in a postcard, essentially. So what we do, we arrive there, we get down, we have to go down a few flights of stairs to get to the actual beach. Now this beach itself, there's a normal spot where normal designated, I guess you could say beach spot, you have the sand and whatnot, and then what we do is there's a cliffside where we have to go around. Now we come up to a new set of shoreline, which is about 20 to 25 feet long. It's really small, but for some reason, the tide in this area is amazing. There's always perfect swells. There's nothing there. You can see seals on the far rocks, all kinds of wildlife. It's a great spot, and we surf here. So we get all our gear out, start unpacking, hit the water immediately running. Surfing, great day. It was cloudy outside. The water was clear blue. You could see down to your very feet. Mind you, 20 to 25 feet long in. You can see your feet. As we're doing this, we're surfing, having an awesome time. We come up to about 12:30 in the afternoon. Now, we're having a conversation, and while that was going on, my friend Russell starts screaming he sees a shark in the water. I'm like, man, you're full of it, Shark in the water, come on, right? But he swore to me he saw a shark. A few minutes later, I look down, and there's a 12-foot plus, what looked like to be a bull shark in the water. We were scared shitless, okay? Because at that very same moment, I'm thinking personally, I have all these thoughts going through my head like, I haven't graduated college yet, I have a girlfriend, I'm planning on proposing to her soon, I don't want to die, there's so much I haven't accomplished in my life. And at the same time, we have the Discovery Channel stuff going on in my head. We have what not to do when the shark's in the water, how sharks get mistaken people for surfers, or people for seals rather, excuse me. So all that's racing through my head, and then I snap back into reality. Russell's like, hey man, we need to get the hell out of the water. What are we going to do? There's a shark cruising around here. I look at him, I don't know man, what are we going to do? So at that same time, it seemed like fate wanted me to die. The tide was flat. I've never seen that happen in all the years of me going to Crescent Bay. It was like I wasn't supposed to make it out that day. But all of a sudden, I guess we could say fate smiled back. I got one wave. Him and I rode that and got the hell out of the water. We were booking it and we collapsed on the sand, ripped off our leashes, and just stood there and were gasping for air. Him and I were having a conversation about how we were honestly lucky to be alive. Because we've heard all the stories, how people have entire limbs ripped off, and how the smallest of sharks can cause such enormous damage, and at the same time, nothing happened to us. We just were lucky to make it out alive without a scratch, but we saw a shark in the water. And Russell says to me, he goes, hey man, how about the strangest freaking day in your lives? I'm like, I totally agree. We are lucky to be alive, and I'm glad you're here by my side, man. And that, everyone, is the strangest day of my life.